Have you ever started writing a story or working on this school project, and halfway through that project you say to yourself, I'm not good enough. What if people don't like this, the way I'm speaking? Or what if my script is mediocre? That particular feeling that you're having is called self-doubt, and every creator goes through that situation whereby they are very doubtful of their own work and their own strengths and capabilities as a creator. And 9 times out of 10, when this happens, you just instantly stop. You don't create, you don't edit, you just run away from the whole creative process. You have this thought in your mind that one day I'll come back, one day I'll do this, and the result of this is that you stop. You overthink what you're going to create. You overthink being perfect because you already have created this mindset in your mind that you're not good enough. You have this doubt, therefore, it slows your growth or stops your growth. Because one of the things that you're doing is that you're comparing yourself to other creators. You're comparing yourself to the videos that you're consuming every day. You're comparing yourself, to how perfect that video has to be in order for it to beat the algorithm or to go against the other videos and, compete against other videos. And the truth of the matter is, yes, your video should feel that competition. Yes, you should feel like you need to create things that are of good quality and of a good standard. Within your own self, you've already got this fear of failure. You already think that this video that you're going to create, not many people are going to watch it. Not many people are going to see it. So what is the point? You're going to fail. You'll never become a YouTuber. You'll never get any money out of it. You're worrying so much about people's opinions. They're going to talk about your editing, maybe your makeup, maybe your style, the way you're talking, and all those kind of things. And honestly speaking, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I create videos that sometimes are watched by 40 people, sometimes are watched by 50 people, but does that stop me from creating my next video? No, it doesn't. I still go ahead and create my next video. It is currently right now 2:27 in the night, and I'm recording a video for YouTube. I'm recording videos for YouTube. Well, if that doesn't spark determination, if that doesn't give you any kind of encouragement as you're watching this, then I don't know what would. Because as many people are sleeping and as many people are getting as much rest as they can, I'm trying to hustle and do this. Now, if you're creative that has self-doubt, nobody cares until you become relevant in something. Your first 100 views, no one will care. 200, no one will care. When you even get to 10,000 subscribers, no one will care. Until you start getting to the 80s and the 70,000 subscribers, that's when people will start determining you and caring too much. But if you're still below the 80k mark, no one cares. You worry so much that it destroys your creativity. You worry so much that even you yourself, you can't create a lot. I have so many friends that I know that are creatives that probably will watch this video, and I will say to them that, you know what, you need to stop worrying, and nobody cares. So many of them have the fear of what everybody else is going to say. They already have a pre-calculated outcome of what is going to happen. And I'm thinking to myself that until you actually see that happening, then you cannot give yourself an excuse of not doing that. So in this particular, I'll be talking about how to overcome self-doubt in your creative work and your creative journey. Every single person, whether big or small, everyone that is a creator has some self-doubt. I have it as well. When I'm creating my content constantly, I do have it. But it's the power and the strength within you to fight that voice of your mind, to fight that feeling within yourself and say, you know what, these are just voices in my mind. Until they actually come to existence and to life, they don't matter right now. Anyway, hey, my name is Lucy Akawa. I'm a self-help book reader that reads a lot of self-help books and channels them, to help you become a better you. And I hope that every single video that you watch of me, you do get some value out of this. You get something that helps you, educates you, and makes you a better you. Okay? Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And in the comments down below, let's have a discussion. If you're creative and you've had this self-doubt, or you're going through this kind of, drainage, or this kind of pool of all the thoughts and self-doubt, let me know down below, and maybe some tips that you can give, because I still have self-doubt sometimes. So yeah, it would be helpful. So the first thing is focus on the process, not the outcome. The process of writing, the process of recording, the process of editing, focus more on that. The more you do it, the better you'll become. Rather than focusing your energy on the outcome, the failure, the doubt, focus your energy on what you want to create. Focus your energy on what makes you tick. I know so many creator friends of mine are really good with fashion. I can listen to them talk about fashion and it's so good. There's so many creator friends of mine that I just sit down there and they tell me all things editing, all things cameras, all things, all the greatest things ever. And I'm just like, this should turn into a podcast, And I'm like, yeah, I want them to do more of YouTube. But rather than thinking about everybody else in the world, because the world has conditioned you to feel like people are there to criticize and judge you, that it has limited you to touch into your own self and actually start creating. So focus more on the process rather than the outcome. You can't start focusing on people saying negative things to you before you actually put something out there for them to give them a reason. Give them a reason to say negative things rather than actually just assuming. Celebrate the small wins. It can become very difficult if you're starting out in you on as being a creative, or you've been on this creative journey for a very long time, not getting the results that you want for the time and effort that you're putting in. Right now, as I'm recording this video, is about, like I said, it's 2:27. Right now, it's 2:32. It's in the middle of the night. I'm recording these videos, to be more consistent on YouTube, to make sure that, the algorithm works in my favor, that one day or one time or somewhere, somehow, the videos will come through and a lot of people will get to watch them. But then, after uploading the videos, I get maybe 40 views, 30 views, 20 views, 15 views. And then I'm like, God damn it. Why? Just that in itself can discourage you, can create self-doubt. You can say to yourself, maybe it's the way I'm speaking, maybe it's the way I'm presenting, maybe I don't have a microphone, or maybe I'm not editing properly. So you're doubting yourself and you're like, I can't put out any video again because I don't want to have 40 views or 30 views. It's good to look back and go back on the drawing table, get better, produce more. Don't look back to stop, but celebrate the small wins. Having 30 people watch my videos, having 40 people watch my videos, having 50 people watch my videos is more than enough. I can't even say how much thank you it is. If you put me in a room of 30 people to speak, I'll be stunned, and that is just how you have to look at it. You say, I'm building a community of these 30 people that are continuously watching. Sometimes I create videos and topics that some people don't comment on, and there's some videos that people comment on and they're like, oh my God, I've been watching for a very long time, I've never left a comment. Today I'm going to leave a comment because I feel like there's something I want to say. And that's when I know that there is a community I have. They may not be as participating as I want them to be or active as I want them to be, but they are still there. Celebrate those small wins. Small wins could be like, did you write a script? If you finish the script, that's a win. Did you, record your video? If you recorded a video, that's a win. Did you have title ideas or, anything that you created? That's a win. Every step you take in your creative process is a win. It's not all about I've recorded the video and now it's out there and now I'm getting views. No. For every process that you're focusing on, once you finish that, give yourself a tick, give yourself a win, give yourself a tick and give yourself a pat on the back and say, you know what, I have done well. Limit your comparisons. Try as much as you can to stop comparing yourself to other creatives. Let me tell you something about social media and you being a creative. The reason as to why we have different topics and different people, and the reason as to why you exist and another you does not exist, is because you are unique. The moment you start comparing yourself to other creatives, that is going to be the death of your own journey, the death of your creative journey, because you as a creative, you uniquely create your content in a certain way. And if you start mimicking and comparing yourself to another person and do the same thing as you want to create, it's never going to work. One thing I always mention is that remember your unfair advantage. Their unfair advantage may be working for them in their videos and you're trying to copy what they're doing, forgetting they have got an unfair advantage that you may not know about until you study them properly. get your unfair advantage and use it to the advantage of your own videos. Limit how much time you consume from other creators. Consume from things that are very different, that are funny, you laugh at, and they give you all that kind of thing. Look at videos as inspiration, not as a point of comparison of I wish, I want to. It has to be like that. It needs to, be created in a certain way. Like, you see an Instagram person that you really like, you love the theme of their videos on Instagram, you love how it looks like, you love the layout, and you try to mimic that, and you forget there is an unfair advantage. It may be in their skin tone, it may be in their editing, it may be in their videography, it could be the fact that they already have a name somewhere else. You just never know. So when you try to compare yourself, you're literally skipping to chapter 10 of somebody else's life when you're just on chapter 1. They studied on chapter 1 to get to chapter 10, but you want to get to chapter 10 faster than normal, and it's not going to work. You have to embrace your mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning, and I remember a friend of mine, I know she's going to watch this video because she normally watches my videos. She made her first video, and I think it was, she made her first video, and her video was like in a vertical format, not a horizontal format. And I remember saying to her, oh my God, your video needs to be in vertical if it's for YouTube, rather than, in horizontal. That your video needs to be in horizontal rather than in vertical if you're doing it as a long form compared to when you're doing it for shorts. And she's like, oh my God, I need to delete this video, it's not great. And I was like, no, it is there. There is no point for you to delete it. And the good thing about her is that she is always, changing and transforming and doing better things. The next video she made it so well. I love the video. It was in horizontal format. It was good. Now, what I'm saying is that embrace your mistakes, is that every single time a mistake happens, it's your learning curve. It's another experience that you're building. It's something that you learn. It's information that you're going to share with someone. So take that as a good thing rather than a negative thing. It can't destroy your creativity. Just learn from it. There are a lot of mistakes I have made. I've uploaded videos and the music that I've put is quite louder than me speaking, or sometimes I forgot to edit. Maybe I'm looking at my phone like this and I forget to edit that part out, and it's already in the final edit, and I've uploaded on YouTube. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna see that I'm reading the script, not pointers and stuff like that. I'm overthinking it. But does that make me delete the video? No, I just leave it there and I'm like, you know what, oh well, let it just be what it is, that kind of situation. So I've made so many mistakes that now I take more time to check my videos again, read through again a little bit more. I'm getting better at it because sometimes I tend to just let it be, but embrace those mistakes. Surround yourself with positivity. As a creative, being around positive energy is so important. Your creativity blossoms and becomes so much better when you surround yourself with positive energy and positive people that literally help you. Try to create, creative communities. Share your ideas, share your plans of videos that you want to create. Like, I find it ironic when people say, I don't want to share my idea of a video because that person may do a video like that. Let that person do a video with that same title, but they are not you. They are not you, and they cannot achieve the same results that you achieve. I've seen a video whereby two creators did a comparison of videos that they did that were quite similar. The other one got 100k views, the other one got 10k views. What was the problem? It's because they are two complete personalities. So share your ideas with creative. Brainstorm. Recently we have a group that we created of us creatives that we call each other, we meet up, we go to places like London to shoot. Sometimes if we are having this creative dump, we have meetings, we have engagements or things where we get to places and do that. And it has been so good, not feeling alone and knowing that the other creatives out there that are just like you is so good. So create environments that you want to be around, positive people. Sometimes as a creative, it's really hard to explain to a non-creative person about you being a creative. Your problems feel like out of touch, tone deaf, because they don't understand what you're talking about. But having creatives that understand what you're talking about is game changing, I promise you. And it could be hard, to create those communities, but if a community doesn't invite you, create one. And that's what I did. I'm like, I want to be in those groups and those environments, but no one is inviting me. Why not create one? And it happened, and it's the most amazing thing I can ever say. Because as much as I might have created it, it's not about me. The composition of it is about all the people that are in there, the creatives that are in there, that make it like a wholesome, beautiful experience. Set realistic goals. Don't set goals that are too big. Start very, very small. If you're committing yourself to, upload a video once a week, commit to doing that. Okay, just commit to creating one video once a week, and make sure that you commit to that particular creating that video once a week. And if you're going to create a video once every 2 weeks, then that should be that what you should do. Start small. Instead of saying that I'm going to put up multiple, 3 or 4 videos, start small. Start by making your titles, your editing, your scripting, and then upload your videos as you go along. Upload them when you can, as long as you're staying consistent. That's all that matters. It can take away that doubt that you have within yourself, because we're rushing sometimes, we're chasing, we're seeing time is going by. To be honest with you, time goes by, and that's why I say to so many of us who are creatives that every single day you push yourself away from creating that content is another day that has gone by without someone being blessed by the knowledge that you have within your own self. How about that? Now that stinks, and it should sting, because every day you say to yourself, I'm not going to put out this video, you're letting down somebody else. I'm not putting any pressure on you, but someone out there may need the information that you have within your own self that you're keeping aside, because you think you're not good enough. Fear has crept in. Then the last point that I can always say to you is that remember why you started. Without the why, it's nothing. In everything that we do in life, remember why. Remember why you started creating content, why you're doing it now, why you still keep doing it. Always know your why. Your why is a very important aspect, and that will keep you motivated, will take away the self-doubt. Every single time you feel like, oh, my content is not good enough, oh, it's not perfect, oh, the editing is not great, oh, I can't do it any better, think about the why. Why? I started this because I wanted to share information. I started this because I feel like a lot of women of a certain age will benefit from fashion. I started because I'm lonely at home. I don't have anybody, I'm with the kids, or I'm not working at the moment. So this is my escaping, situation. There are a lot of other people out there that are in the same situation with me. This is my escape route, and I love it. If your why is money, then go, because I know my why is to have financial stability. Because for those who do not know, is that I was a law graduate at some point, and I decided to divert into or go into content creation. One day at some point I'll make a video on that, but my why is to financially build like an empire in this. And every single day my why gets bigger, because I'm creating content late in the night. I've mentioned it so many times, but it's my why that is keeping me awake. It's my why that is not making me go to bed now. It's my why that is making me batch record in this kind of way. And always don't take it too serious. Have fun as much as you can. Self-doubt is a B, but when you overcome it by remembering what your why is, by remembering that it's not just all about you, by putting things in place, by planning a lot of things, be very intentional. It can help. We all go through self-doubt. I watch videos of people who are storytelling, because that's something that I'm going to learn. And right now on Skillshare, and I'm learning how to do storytelling in terms of reels, in terms of YouTube, because I'm going on a holiday and 2 holidays in the shortest time period in between both of them. I want to create lots of videos for my YouTube and my other Instagram that I've started that I've not told anybody about. My YouTube that I've started I've not told anybody about, but I want to get into the power of storytelling and learn so much, so I can use it for my YouTube. I can acquire new knowledge and new skills, in a way. So with that being said, is that you're not alone when it comes to this creative journey, but you have to come out of it. Otherwise it's going to be a vicious cycle. I've seen people from January, it's almost coming to the end of the year. We are now, somewhere there within, the year, and all of a sudden they haven't produced any video yet, because from January they've been doubting themselves. February, March, April, May, every single month has been an excuse, a reason not to. And by the time they realize the reason not to, it becomes harder for you to come back into it, to be more creative and share what you want to have, over a certain period of time. So, as much as we all have self-doubt, it's all mental work. It's all about you, what you're choosing to do, how you're choosing to do it, how you're choosing to fight for it. You make a choice every day not to and to. Anyways, I'll leave you on that note and leave you with that quote and say, every single day you choose not to or to. My name is Lucia Kao. Let's talk down in the comments below. If you're creative and this has helped you, leave down a comment, and this is your sign to get started and to do as much as you can. It's not easy. I've been on 3K subscribers for the last 2 to 3 years. Am I looking for my break? Yes, I am. Maybe this may be it. Anyways, bye.